Usually when we talk about performance and feeling pressure, we think about big moments, like giving a huge speech on a stage.
Right, yeah. The spotlight is on you.
Exactly. Everyone's looking at you, it is super quiet, and you have to be totally perfect.
It is terrifying. I mean, you either do a great job or you fail in front of everyone.
But, for so many people, that scary stage is not a big auditorium. It is actually just their local cafe.
Oh, wow, yeah. That is so true.
Right. Just walking up to the counter to order coffee in English can feel like the biggest test in the world. So, welcome to today's deep dive on the English podcast. We are jumping right into a really fun and useful guide today.
Yes, it is called the Café Conversation, a guide to ordering in English. It has this great dialogue between two characters, Aman and Ria.
And our mission today is to break down this everyday situation.
Yeah.
We want to show you how Aman and Ria use really simple tricks to overcome that fear of speaking English in public.
Because it is a huge fear. I mean, on the outside, this guide just looks like a list of coffee words, like learning what a latte or a cappuccino is.
Yeah, standard vocabulary stuff.
Exactly. But when you really look at it, it is actually a guide on how to survive. How to survive that fast, loud public interaction without freezing up.
And Aman talks about this right at the start. He asks Ria, coffee or tea, what do you prefer?
And she says, depends on the mood, which is such a natural answer.
Totally. But then Aman says the most important thing. He says, same here, but ordering in English can be tricky sometimes.
That is the big truth right there.
Right. He is not saying the word coffee is hard to remember. I mean, everyone in India knows the word coffee or tea or chai.
Yeah, the words are easy.
The tricky part is the actual ordering. Standing in line, talking to a fluent English speaker, feeling all that rush, that is when your mind just goes blank.
Because, in a classroom, you have time. You sit at your desk, you write down the perfect sentence in your notebook.
You have zero pressure.
Zero pressure. But a cafe is not a quiet classroom. It is loud. The espresso machine is making that loud hissing noise. The barista is staring right at you.
Oh, and there are like 5 people behind you waiting for you to hurry up.
Yes, the impatient people checking their watches. Your brain just panics. You are trying to remember English grammar rules while dealing with all this noise.
It is too much. Your brain is like a computer that has too many apps open, and it just freezes.
That is a perfect way to describe it.
Which brings us to their very first piece of advice. And I actually want to challenge this a little bit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so Ria asks, when you enter a cafe, what do you say? And Aman says, you just say, hi, or hello.
Just that.
Just that. And Ria says it's simple and friendly. But, I mean, if you are a learner trying to be polite, does just saying hi feel a bit too casual?
I see what you mean.
Like we are taught in school to say, good morning, how are you doing today, sir? Does saying just hi make you sound a bit rude?
Well, I understand why you feel that way. In school, they teach us to be super formal, but in real life, Aman and Ria are actually giving you a secret weapon.
A secret weapon.
Yes.
Just the word hi.
Yes, because think about that frozen computer we talked about. When you feel stressed, your memory stops working well. If you try to build a long, perfect sentence like, good morning, how are you today? You'll probably get stuck.
You will just stand there with your mouth open.
Exactly. So by just saying hi, you don't need to think. It is just one small word. You don't need grammar for it.
Oh, I get it. It is like an easy button to start the conversation.
Right. You say it, the sound comes out of your mouth, and your brain realizes, oh, I am speaking English. It is okay. It breaks the ice safely.
You are just telling the barista, hey, I am here, I am ready to order.
And honestly, it is very polite in today's world. A busy cafe worker does not want to have a long chat about how they're doing.
That is true. They just want to make the coffee.
Right. If you ask, how are you? They have to answer. Then you have to listen and translate their answer in your head. It makes things complicated.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I never thought about that. You are accidentally starting a long conversation when you don't want to.
Exactly. Saying hi is friendly, but it keeps things simple. It means, let's start the order.
That makes total sense.
No.
So you say hi, the ice is broken. But then comes the next big problem. Looking at the menu and actually ordering.
The scary menu.
Yes, the options. So the guide shows us how to navigate this. Aman suggests asking, can I see the menu? Or Ria says, what do you have?
Both are great questions to ask.
But then they place the actual order, and the phrases change completely. Ria says, I would like a coffee. And Aman says, I'll have tea.
They get very specific.
Right, like I want a cappuccino or I'll have a latte. And again, this feels a bit strange to me.
How so?
Well, asking for the menu was a soft question,
Yep.
but saying, I'll have a latte, it almost sounds like an order, like you are the boss giving a command, I'll have this.
Ah, I see.
Does it sound rude? I mean, especially for Indian learners, we want to be so respectful to service workers. We want to say, please, could you give me a coffee if it's possible?
Haha. Yes, we do love to be extra polite. But in English, especially in a fast environment like a cafe, being short is not rude. Being short is actually a way of being polite.
Wait, really? Being short is polite.
Yes. Think about the barista. There is a huge rush. They want clear, simple information so they can do their job fast. They don't want long, beautiful sentences.
They just want the data.
Exactly. Giving them a short phrase like, I'll have a latte, is like giving them exactly what they need. It is a shortcut.
It is like pressing copy and paste on a keyboard, fast and easy.
Right. It respects their time. Aman and Ria are showing you the exact rhythm of a real cafe. You just put the item at the end of the phrase, I'll have, plus the item.
I'll have a green tea. I'll have cold coffee.
Exactly. It might feel a bit too direct to a beginner, but to the native speaker working there, it is perfect. It's clear. No confusion.
Wow, that takes so much pressure off. We don't need to speak like poets. We just need to be clear. But what if the order is not simple?
Ah, the customizations.
Yes, because nowadays, nobody just drinks normal coffee. Everyone wants something special. Less sugar, extra hot, almond milk, no ice.
It can get crazy.
It really can. And this is where a lot of learners just give up. They don't know how to explain all these details without messing up the grammar.
Because they think they need a full sentence for every small change.
Right. Like, I would like my coffee, but please can you ensure there is less sugar in it? It is just too long. So how does the guide solve this?
It uses magic.
Magic. Okay, tell me about this magic.
The magic word is please. Amin and Ria teach a very minimalist style. Ria says, less sugar, please, or just no sugar. Aman says, extra milk, please.
They just use the raw words.
Yes. No verbs, no complex grammar, just the thing you want and the word please.
But wait, if I just say to someone, no sugar, that sounds like I am shouting at them, like a dictator. No sugar.
Haha, it does. And that is why the word please is the magic glue. In English, you don't need fancy grammar to show respect. You just add please at the end of a short phrase, and suddenly it is perfectly polite.
So, no sugar, please.
Exactly. Extra hot, please. Less ice, please.
That is brilliant. You are just pairing a simple word with please. It is like a secret code. You don't have to worry about past tense or future tense or anything.
You get to be very precise, very exact about what you want, but you use zero grammar. It makes you feel so powerful.
It really does. You get your customized drink without the stress. But, you know, there is one more part of ordering that always catches people by surprise.
The questions from the barista.
Yes. You practice your order perfectly. You say, I'll have a cappuccino with extra milk, please. And you feel so proud of yourself.
You feel like a champion.
You do. But then the barista immediately asks you a fast question, like for here or takeaway, and your brain just completely stops.
The deer in the headlights look.
Exactly. Because you didn't practice for that part. You only practiced what you wanted to say, not what they would ask.
And that is why this guide is so good. Aman and Ria give you the exact script of what the barista will say. Aman plays the barista and asks, for here or takeaway?
And Ria just answers, takeaway, please.
Right. When you know the questions that are coming, you don't have to panic. You are not just reacting anymore. You are predicting.
You know the steps of the dance.
Exactly. You don't even have to understand every single word the barista says. You just hear the rhythm, you hear the word takeaway, and you know what to say.
Takeaway, please. It is so smooth. And they actually show this smooth rhythm later in the guide. They do a fast role play together.
I love that part.
Me too. Let's look at it. Ria says, hi, can I get a coffee? Aman says, sure, what type? Ria says, a cappuccino, please. Aman asks, anything else? And Ria says, no, that's all.
It is like a ping pong match. Fast and easy.
It is. No big paragraphs. Aman doesn't say, certainly, madam, what kind of coffee would you desire today? He just said, sure, what type?
Real life English is short. Both people just want to finish the order quickly.
But I want to talk about Ria's last line. No, that's all. I think this is the best phrase in the whole entire guide.
Oh, absolutely. It is a lifesaver.
Because the biggest fear is not just ordering. The biggest fear is getting trapped in a conversation you don't know how to end.
Yes. When the other person keeps talking and you run out of English words.
Right. You order your coffee,
Right.
and then the barista asks you something else, maybe about the weather, or if you want a pastry. And you just don't know how to say, please stop talking, I want to pay and leave.
You can't just run away.
You want to. But giving the learner the phrase, no, that's all, is like giving them an exit door.
It is like the checkout button when you are shopping online. You click it, and the transaction is done.
Exactly. It tells the barista, very politely, that we are finished. I am not ordering anything else, and I am ready to pay. It gives you total control.
You decide when the conversation ends. That gives you so much confidence, you know you won't get stuck.
It really lowers the anxiety.
Okay.
So the guide is super practical. It gives you the greeting, the shortcut order, the magic please, and the exit door.
It is a complete survival kit.
But then they do something really fun. They take a break from the lesson and have a little joke.
Oh, the fun moment. Segment 11.
Yes. Aman suddenly asks Ria, be honest, do you go to cafes for coffee or for photos?
And Ria laughs and says, both. And Aman says, same here.
It is so relatable, especially today. Everyone is taking photos of their coffee for social media.
Oh yeah, getting the perfect angle of the foam.
Exactly. But why do you think they put this joke in a language guide? I mean, it is funny, but does it help you learn English?
It actually helps a lot, but in a psychological way.
Really? How?
When we speak our native language, like Hindi, we feel smart. We are adults. But when we speak a new language, we sometimes feel like little kids making mistakes.
Yeah, you feel silly. You feel like everyone is judging you.
Right. But by joking about taking photos, Aman and Ria are reminding us that the cafe is just a fun, slightly silly place. Everyone is in there putting on a little show for Instagram.
That is so true. The guy in the corner typing loudly on his laptop wants to look busy. The girl taking pictures of her matcha latte wants to look cool.
Exactly. Everyone is performing. So you don't need to feel bad if your English is not perfect. Nobody is grading you. Half the people are just worried about their photo lighting.
Haha, that takes so much pressure off. If they're busy trying to take a picture of their cup, they definitely don't care if you say, I'll have, instead of, I would like.
It just relaxes you. And when you are relaxed, they hit you with the interactive part. Segment 9.
Oh, right. They turn to the audience and say, now it's your turn. Try to speak. What will you order? Tea or coffee?
They make you practice right when you are smiling and feeling relaxed. And Aman says his favorite rule, keep it simple.
Keep it simple. That leads us perfectly to the end of their guide. And this is the most powerful part of the whole text.
The underlying philosophy.
Yes. Ria says, small conversations matter. And Aman says, and they improve your English daily.
And then they drop the best line. Practice makes you confident. You don't need perfect English, just confidence.
I love that. You don't need perfect English, just confidence. If we really look at this guide, it is not actually about coffee, is it?
No, not really. Coffee is just the excuse.
It is actually a guide on how to be brave.
Yes, it is exposure therapy. In psychology, if you are scared of something, you don't cure the fear by reading a book about it. You cure it by facing it in small, safe steps.
Until your brain realizes you are safe.
Exactly. Aman and Ria are showing you that waiting until your English is perfect before you speak is a huge trap.
It is a trap that schools build for us. In a classroom, you have to be perfect. If you make a small grammar mistake, you get a bad grade.
The red pen marks everywhere.
Yes. So we learn to be terrified of making mistakes. We think, I can't speak English until I know every rule perfectly.
But language is not a perfect science. It is a tool. It is a messy tool to connect with people.
It is like reading a book about how to ride a bicycle for 10 years. You can memorize all the rules about balance and pedaling.
But until you actually get on the bike and fall down a few times...
You don't know how to ride. You have to get in the real world. The cafe is the real world. And in the cafe, the barista is not giving you a grade on your grammar.
No, the barista just gives you the coffee. If you walk out with the drink you wanted, you got an A+.
That is the new definition of success. Success is not speaking like a textbook. Success is saying, green tea, no sugar, please.
Paying with your card.
Using your exit door, no, that's all. And walking out feeling good.
You prove to yourself that you can do it. And that feeling changes everything.
Usually people think you need confidence first, before you can speak. But Aman and Ria flip it around.
Completely. Confidence comes after you speak imperfectly and survive.
Confidence is the reward for trying. Wow, that really changes how we think about learning anything new.
It is a very powerful message.
So let's do a quick recap of the journey Aman and Ria took us on today.
Sounds good.
First, we learned to break the ice simply. Just say hi or hello to bypass the brain freeze.
Keep it short to respect the fast rhythm of the cafe. Use phrases like, I'll have a coffee.
We found out the magic word is please. You can just say, no sugar, please, and it sounds perfectly polite without any hard grammar.
And we learned how to use an exit door. saying, no, that's all, so you don't get trapped in a long conversation.
We laughed about taking photos in the cafe, remembering that nobody is really judging us.
And finally, we realize that the goal is not perfect grammar. The goal is functional confidence.
Exactly. Getting the job done and feeling good about it. Which leaves us with a final thought for you to think about today.
A little homework?
Yeah, a thought to ponder. Aman and Ria proved that you don't need perfect English to get exactly what you want in a cafe. So think about your own life.
Mm.
How many other areas of your life, maybe at your job or talking to new people, are you holding yourself back? Just because you are waiting for your skills to feel perfect before you finally speak up.
That is a great question. Don't wait for perfect. Just walk up to the counter.
Place your order. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. See you next time.